Hello my friends and welcome to another video. Present day Chris here. I just thought I would jump on to remind you that what you're about to watch was taken right after my market and about a week before the shop launch.
Hello friends, we are starting a vlog, I think. It is Friday, March 27th, the Friday after my market. I took a few days off of work after the market because I just had so much stuff I wanted to do for the shop launch. When you're watching this, it's probably a couple of weeks after I'm recording it because I have the market recap video happening as well as the product information video happening, and then this one will probably come out. But I've been dying to open my yarn from Hobby Shoppy, and underneath that I have a box of Premier that I ordered a while ago. I thought I needed some colors for something in my market, but apparently I did not because I never even opened it before the market. And I know I bought some of their clearance stuff for some of the colors they're discontinuing. But anyway, I thought we would do a vlog this week because I don't have a ton of like makes or anything. I started some projects at the market. I had a whip going before the market, so I need to button those things up. I haven't crocheted in like 5 days if you count the little bits of crochet I did at the market, and I'm dying to crochet. But I've been making hook keepers and switch markers and getting things ready for the shop. I think I mentioned that I had some struggles. I'm going to do a whole separate video on that because if anybody else is looking to create a shop that's not Etsy, I think it might be helpful and informative that, you know, maybe you'll avoid some of the pitfalls that I fell into because I certainly did waste money and I wasted time. But you know what? All lessons learned. So we're moving forward, and hopefully by the time you watch this, the shop will have successfully launched. And yeah, so let's crack into this Hobby Shoppy order. I don't know if you, yeah, I think you can see okay. So, oh, also, I don't know where I'm putting any of this. So in this body bag here, probably call it a duffel bag. When the plushies are all in it, it looks like a little body bag. But the duffel bag here is full of yarn. It has the stuff I got from Target, my last Premier order, and some other miscellaneous things in it. But it has yarn in it because the Hulkin was sitting here with this yarn in it, and I needed the Hulkin for the market. So I transferred it here. I have another bag here that we're gonna hopefully fit everything. I'm not sure, but we're gonna try. So I'm gonna open this up and I'll cut so that you don't have to hear the crinkly sounds. I don't know that I'm gonna literally name every color or number. I think they're numbered colors. I'll just kind of show you and plop them in there, and then we'll get to the Premier order. I'm not 100% sure how to approach this. I've seen many people do different things. I have my little scissors here, and I think we're gonna go for a corner question mark. I'm going for anywhere that something's sticking up and hope that I don't cut into my yarn. But yeah, and I'm thinking that this weekend I will just vlog. My plan for this weekend, as much as I still really would like to jump into crocheting, oh, I think I cut yarn, is to work on the products because I have created them all. I ran out of lobster claws and had to place another order. I think they'll get here before the actual shop launch. So right now, as I'm recording this, I'm 10 days away from the actual launch of the shop. But my challenge is the weekend right before. So it launches on a Monday when my video comes out. The weekend before that, from Friday through Sunday, I'll be on a camping trip. So I really only have this weekend and Monday through Friday to get as much done as I possibly can. And actually not Friday, Monday through Thursday, because we leave Friday. So I might be able to do a few things here and there while we're on the trip as far as if I have computer access, but it's not, I need to finish it before that. So that's kind of my pickle that I'm in. I've got everything made with the exception of a handful of things because Goose, you don't have to leave just because I'm talking to the camera, baby. It's okay. It's okay. Why you guys freak out? Hmm? Hi, friend. You good? Okay. See this new yarn? Is it pretty? So yeah, I need to get a lot of stuff done. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I have most of the things made, but I need to package them. So I have like little cards that the switch markers hang on and that the hook keepers go on. So I need to work on that stuff, and getting them all packaged is my main priority. So, and then the other piece of it is actually the website stuff. So like the actual shop stuff. I didn't know there was so much involved when I decided to jump into this. So, you know, things like policy pages and all the kind of stuff that Etsy just handles for you. I have, you know, kind of just walked you through. You need to kind of set up for this. But like I said, I'm going to make a whole video about that because I just need to get my thoughts together on it for you and be able to kind of give you all of the information so that you don't make the same mistakes I did. But I'm so excited for this. I hope it goes. By the time you see this, we'll know, but right now I don't. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. Let's see. It's kind of scary. I feel like it's one of those videos with those mattresses that people open and it flings them across the room. Okay, so we got the outer shell off. Oh my God. Oh. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. I'm so excited. Thank you, Karen, for turning me into an Alize Velluto person. All right. Next layer. This reminds me of a package that I received at my house when I was younger. It was just after, I'm dating myself here. It was just after Amazon shopping became a thing. And I was buying things online. And my mom called me and said, "You got a package." And I was like, "I don't think I ordered anything." Okay. And I got to the house. I didn't even look at the label. I just cut into the box. And mind you, we didn't live in the best neighborhood when I was growing up. And I opened the box and I got this grease all over my hands and it smelled funny and there was aluminum foil, and Mr. Skein was there at the time, and I'm like, "What is this?" And we look and it was a 14-pound box not addressed to me, and it contained 14 pounds of marijuana. So we promptly called the police and, you know, did the whole thing. But yeah, it just, the way this was packed, it just reminded me of that. Okay, so let's get into this. Wow, this expands really quickly. I think I got 2 of most things, and I accidentally ordered 3 of something. So, oh my gosh, I'm losing control of this bag. All right, I got 2 of these. Kind of speckled color. Again, I'm not going to run through the colors. You guys have seen them. They're on the website. But I got 2 of those. Oh, this bag is getting away from me. I got 2. Did I get 3 whites? Are there more than 1 white? Let's see. Oh, wait. Okay, right. I'm remembering now. This is Softy Mega. So this isn't just the plain Alize Velluto. This is slipping off of here so quickly. So yeah, this is Softy Mega. I wanted to try it. It doesn't seem like it's that much thicker. It's just fluffier, but also maybe it hasn't expanded yet. So this is 2 of the white in the Softy Mega. Oh, come back here. Oh, I love this color so much. Okay, hold on. Let's organize here. Okay. And then this is the regular Alize Velluto. I don't think I got any more of the Softy Mega. I think that was just the only 2. So we got 2 of this pink color, 2 of this orange color, and then 2 of a rust color. So that's these two guys. That'll go so nicely together. And of course, we have some mauves and purples. So we got two of this color. I don't think these are going to all fit in this bag. I got two of this kind of pistachio type color. Reminds me of the pistachio from Parfait Chunky. I love that color. Ooh, more purples. All right, let's go. So this is another kind of lighter pinky mauve. This bright purple. I'm going to have to make a note of the ones that I really like because the numbers are confusing and what they call them are confusing. I love this. This is my jam with this. I love this. This is very much like a Bernat that I loved, but was so bad formula-wise, and they never really made a soft one that I know of. I haven't tried to find it, but I got my skeins at Joann's, and they were never good, but white, two of this navy. I'm saving the brown aside because I ordered like one of each brown because I was really confused by what brown was what, and I just wanted to know. This red is gorgeous. I feel like these colors are much prettier in person than I thought they were going to be. There's some that I ordered that I was like, I don't know. This color is gorgeous. This green. The cream's a little leaning too yellow for me. Not a super fan of that, but we'll see how that goes. This blue is gorgeous. It reminds me of the Naughty Pony blue, which I love. I don't have enough use for it sometimes, but I love the color. This kind of wine color. I really hope you're not hearing my robot vacuum in the background because it's decided to come around the corner. This bubblegummy pink. This is not going to all fit in here. Oh my gosh. Okay. This darker blue. Did I already have that? No. Okay. So this blue was a darker tone. Does the camera even pick that up? They are different, I promise. I don't know that they're different enough that I'll continue to buy both colors, but they are different. This color's gorgeous. This like sunshiny yellow. Oh, I love these. I'm setting the grays and the blacks and the browns aside because I feel like I remember those being confusing. Is this the same? No. Okay. So very slight tonal differences. So if you have preferences of like purples that lean pink or lean blue and that sort of thing, these color variations are great. I love that. Okay, so far, I don't know how many times I said I love this color in this video. If you're into drinking games, go for it because I really love all of these. This kind of denim blue. I feel like the camera's brightening it more than the color is, but it's gorgeous either way. This deeper red. Oh my gosh, you guys. Am I gonna replace all of my Bernat with Alize Velluto? Jeez. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. This blue. This deep green color. They're not gonna fit. Okay. Another tealish color. You know what I can't wait for? To put these in something like this where like just the color, the rainbow. I don't know where I'm putting this. Like, look. I mean, I have some space here and here, and this is going to go. I know when I do my purge, that's going to go. Did I talk about my purge? I want to do a purge. Not a purge in the sense of like garbage. Obviously, I would never do that, but I want to donate, or I don't know, if you guys want this yarn, not this yarn, if you guys want whatever I end up not wanting to use anymore, and want to pay for shipping, you can have it. But I need to get rid of a bunch. Like, I look at my cake wall and there are some Bernat cakes up there that when I look at them, I almost feel a sense of PTSD, or like I did not like using that skein and I know I don't want to use it again. So why is it there? You know? And there are many of those Bernats, or like there's a Bernat speckled that I thought I really liked, and then it worked up and it looked dingy. I didn't like how it worked up. This green's gorgeous. Let's see. Okay, so these seem like, oh, I think this is the one that I accidentally bought 3 of. Or is it this one? Is this the same as this? Yeah, this is the one I accidentally bought 3 of. I don't know why. I thought I had 2 of every color, but I don't see a second one of this one. That's fine. I don't know. Maybe it's a third that I bought by accident too, or maybe I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. And honestly, I don't love that one. Another gorgeous one. We are mega full here. All right, let's get into like grays and browns. Oh, and I had one of this kind of lime color. And this is kind of what I expected when I saw it. It wasn't quite as rich in my mind. Oh, kind of fits. Question mark? Okay. All right, let's go grays and blacks. So their grays lean blue. I don't know if it comes in on the camera. I noticed this most. I had this dark gray at the market and was crocheting with it. And then I realized it had a blue tone to it once I was in the really bright lights. So that's interesting to me because I don't love that for certain things. For certain things, I like it, but I wish they had more of a deep tone gray. That's kind of the only bummer I'm seeing so far because I ordered every color pretty much. There were a few like peachy tones I didn't order because I'm not a peach fan, but this light gray is very much a dusty blue in my mind. So that's kind of a bummer, but that's okay. I think black is just black. They had 2 blacks, but I don't think I got the 2 different ones. I'm just checking right now. Yeah, I don't think I got 2 different ones. I was like, how different could black be? So I just got, they kind of look, my eyes are playing tricks on me. These are the same. Okay, so that's there. The browns were where I was really like, wow. So this is like one of each of their browns. I don't think I got doubles of stuff, but now I'm looking at SKU numbers and maybe I did. So these 2 are the same. So I did that. Are these 2 the same? Am I on like something? What did I think I did? No, I did. I ordered 2. Okay, so these I ordered 2 of. This I ordered 2 of. All right, so these are the ones that I ordered 1 of. Just because I was not sure what I wanted to do. And I don't use a ton of the brown right now. But look at how close these are in color. So you can get really specific. This one I feel doesn't look as nice on camera as it does in person. It's actually a nice kind of espresso color. But yeah, so that's my Alize Velluto haul. Want to say it was like 80 something skeins. All right, let's crack into the Premier box, and stuff's just gonna have to go right back into the Premier box. Let me adjust you. I don't know where my box opener is, and I'm not getting up for it right now. I still have an hour before work, so that's... All right, so this is the stuff they had on clearance. I love this dusty mauve color, and they had it in the 3 for $9 or whatever it was. I got 3 packs of 3 because, again, I really do love this color, and they've discontinued it to my knowledge. So I went ahead and bought 3 packs of 3 of that. This was another one that I had not had yet, but it was on the same kind of clearance deal, and this is called Orchid. I'm leaving them in the plastic because I'm sitting them on the floor at the moment. And then there was, I think it's Very Berry. Yeah, Very Berry was the other color that they had that was being clearance. So I couldn't resist. I went ahead and got that. I got 3 of the basics, Chenille Basics Brights in black. Oh, this feels so nice. And I got 3, for some reason, in pink. I don't know why I got 3 of these. I really don't. I got 3 of the tie-dye in the color Peace and Love. This was a very impulsive thing to do. This is because when I made that axolotl snuggler and I used this with the Premier Pipsqueak, I loved what it did there. Let's ignore how messy that is. And I impulsively added 3 of these to my cart. Where I don't regret anything because all we can do is learn and move forward. But I'm not sure exactly why I did that. And then Glitz was on a BOGO sale. Buy one, get one free. So I got one in the red Cardinal Glitz color. I specifically went there to buy the black, and I got 2 of the black Glitz because I love the crows and I know I want to have more of those at my fall market for sure. And then I got the Iris Glitz, 2 of these. So these were buy one, get one free when I purchased them. I don't know if that sale's still going on, but yeah, the only one I'm really confused by is the pink. Unless I thought I was making more of that same snuggler, but I didn't love making that snuggler, so I don't see myself making that snuggler. But anyway, so that is my yarn haul. I'm putting all the Premier back in the box because I don't have anywhere to put any of this. So I think tomorrow we will go through all the places I'm currently keeping yarn and do kind of a purge to clear some space out for other yarn. Because I just don't think I want to keep some of this stuff around when I know I'm not going to use it. I don't think I mentioned it in my market recap because I've kind of been processing even more after that. But I realized, I think I touched on it a little bit, that the whole spring thing wasn't my vibe, but I really want to lean into some of the creepier whimsical plushies. There's patterns that I've eyeballed for a while that I'm just drawn to, but I just hadn't because I wasn't sure if there was a market for it and that kind of thing. And I think my opportunity to do that is the fall market. Like I remember the clientele and how people were drawn to things like, you know, the Plague Doctor and some other stuff that I had. And I think I want to go with even kind of some more intricate makes. There's a pattern, I'll put a picture here, Clubs the Clown, that I saw Carrie at Traveling Pony make, and I thought that was phenomenal. And that designer has so many really cool, kind of creepy but whimsical patterns, and I love that. And like, I've always wanted to make a Baphomet plushie. So yeah, I think, once this whole shop launch thing is complete, I'm going to lean into some of that. And those are going to be some of the fun makes that I make even just for me. And if they sell, great, they sell. Those makes may take me a little longer, but I'm okay with that. And then the other thing that I really wanted to do was I used the Sitting Bee pattern to make a Mothman, like a little chunky potato Mothman. And I really want to make like a whole series of the cryptids like that. Not to like release patterns or anything, just for myself to sell them. And then I want to have like other sizes of cryptids and stuff. But anyway, all that to say, I'm leaning into that a little more. I want to have fun with it. I want to see what I enjoy making, what I don't enjoy making. I'm not going to make the stuff I don't enjoy. We talked about that already. I'm babbling on, and I need to make myself some breakfast before I start my work day. And I kind of need to clean up a little bit in here. I'm going to try to zip this as much as it might be fun for you to laugh at me trying to do so. I'm not going to film it, but I'm going to zip this up, hopefully, clean up and head out. And then I will probably see you either later tonight or tomorrow for some more vlog stuff. Good morning. It is Saturday and we are going to clean out some of my yarn so that I can make space for more yarn that we just unboxed yesterday. So let me show you what we're working with here. So in my craft space, I keep yarn in essentially 3 different places. I've got these cubes that are stacked up on the wall here
which we've seen before and kind of did a little cleanup of and desperately needs another cleanup. I think what I'm going to do is push this flat against the wall, and then I can do another cube row here. And then at the top, I'm going to add one more. So hopefully that'll give me enough space there. This is all my blanket yarn, but I'm going to switch things up. Over to the right from that, I've got kind of where I keep most of my cakes. The three at the bottom are full brand new cakes. I don't usually keep those there, but I just stuck them there. But I know there are a lot of things on this wall I could probably let go of. And then we have the yarn wall that you all see in all of the videos. I think mostly you usually see these four and maybe a little bit of these two shelves. These four are all Parfait Chunky and Naughty Pony, so any of my chenille yarn. And then here I've got all of my fluffy furry yarn, which is a hot mess, and I know I need to purge a bunch of those. This is where I'm keeping my velvet, so everything that I use for my minis. This is where I put my Premier Parfait Plush, just because I only have a couple skeins, and there's a few extra Naughty Ponies there. And then down here at the bottom, I have a few extra cakes, and then I have a bunch of yarn that I haven't used, nor do I probably plan to use, so that's going to probably be part of the purge. Over here I have just my safety eye stuff, so I think that's going to stay the same. And my thought is maybe I can use these two for Alize Velluto, and then maybe the third if I need to, and the rest of this goes over in the new cubes. I started things off by seeing if I could kind of get these cubes worked out of the corner, and then I had a freshly washed blanket so that I could put all of those skeins somewhere. I'm very much a willing to spend money when I think I need to, but trying to not overspend either. And I told myself not to buy a new set or an add-on set for the clear, which is what I really wanted to do, because I told myself I have something, use what you have. But I'm also someone who thinks time is money, and this is taking way longer than it needed to because they don't quite fit together because they are not from the same line. So in hindsight, might not have been the best move, but we're here. We're already vested. Hello. So my battery died, which is why that footage kind of abruptly stops. We're at a place. Is it the place that I wanted to be? Not really. But it just really took so long to even just get the cubes assembled that I was getting frustrated. And I'm feeling stressed and overwhelmed with trying to get the shop going. I still have to take some more product photos because some didn't come out. I need to get them loaded and do all the things. So I was like, I need to just accept the imperfections that are coming along with this for now, because at least the yarn is put away, which is the goal. So let me show you where we're at here. All right, so we've got my large cakes of dappled and ethereal stripes just kind of sitting on the top. And this essentially is the blanket yarn, I would say. It's a mix of Bernat and Chenille Basics Brights. Now, as you get to this area, those were just in color order. Obviously, I've got all of the kind of frosting and the mysticals. And then this is a mix of just variegated and some of the loops and threads that I have. And then down here, I've got Premier Parfait Plush, all of my fuzzy yarns that I kept, and then some just kind of speckled Bernat. Bottom two cubbies here are my Bernat Velvet for my minis. And then other fluffy yarns, so these aren't exactly like fur fluff, but these are like Pipsqueak and, why am I drawing a blank? Feels Like Bliss. And then this fleece that I've had. And I do want to do something with that at some point, so yeah. Got my two scrap baskets up here. They've been there the whole time. Didn't do anything to the Parfait Chunky shelf. I kind of want to refill some things, but not going to bother at the moment. And then we have the beautiful Alize Velluto shelves. So I got this one kind of going from Bridgie Biv red to the blue, and then we end up the blues into the purples and pinks. Not exactly organized the color way I would like, but we're gonna live with it. And then this has all of our essentially like neutrals, grays, browns, and whites. And then the Softy Plus is that row there. So this is what's getting donated. I've got a bunch of Sweet Snuggles here that I don't have plans for. Here is the Bunny Brights. We've already talked about that. That was a complete waste of money, but it's going to go to a good cause. Mr. Skein talked to a teacher at the school, and she's the art teacher, and she would really love it and use it for the students, so this is where it's all going. This is all Bernat. That is pretty rough. I did end up letting go 2 of the purple skeins. I had 4. So I kept the 2 softest, and I'm letting the 2 really, really rough ones go. This is a miscellaneous skein from Joanne that I don't use and have anything that matches in weight. This is some chenille that's horrible in texture. And then I've got the skinny chenille from Michaels that I don't use. I had another skein that I was going to donate of the Petite Pearl in this purple color, but I decided to keep it because it actually will work out to tie things for the little gift bags and stuff that I'm doing. So we're going to hang on to that one for now. But yeah, this is everything that's going in the box for donate. So I am kind of sitting amongst some things that I wanted to share with you. So first of all, I discovered that I'm not crazy. It was driving me absolutely nuts that these panels were not working well together. And they, for all intents and purposes, seem like the exact same size. So I grabbed my trusty calipers and measured the corner wires on the white versus the black, and the black are a touch smaller. So that is part of why these weren't going into the black clips as well. For the most part, it worked. It just didn't go as easily as it did for the clips that were made for it. So I didn't know that was a thing. Apparently it's a thing. I also was not able to do the additional layer at the top. I miscalculated how many white panels I had, I guess, last night when I was trying to do that. So neither here nor there. We're done. This premiere box is now full of everything that I do not want. I did not get rid of as much as I wanted to. It's really weird because I'm usually really good at purging, like almost too good. Like I almost purged too much, and then I'm like, oh shoot, I could have used that thing and I got rid of it. But when it came to the yarn, I really struggled. I like looking at it. I mean, it's pretty, so I don't know. I really struggled with getting rid of stuff. I did get rid of, this whole box worth. It's to the gills. It was easy to get rid of the fluffy bunny, Premier Bunny stuff that's actually poking out the box right now, because that stuff's horrible, and I know for sure I'm not going to use that. But not as much as I would have liked, but it's something. At least we made enough space to accommodate what we have now. So the other thing that happened was all of these labels were victims of the clean out. I didn't bother. Like, I just wound and stuffed. There's probably skeins there that should have been caked. I didn't get into that at the moment. I pulled a few that need to be caked. This is my little stack that needs to be caked, so I'll wind that at some point later. These are all of the chenille cakes that I have of, kind of ends. And you can see I often forget to go check for it there, because that's why we end up with 3 of the same color. These 2 are the Juicy Couture, and that's not because I forgot. That's just because those skeins were a hot mess and they would not pull from outer or inner or anything. So, and this is what the cake wall's looking like at the moment. A lot of space, which is good because I have those things that need to be caked, and then I also know some's coming with some of the whips I have in progress and things like that. Yeah, I'm just gonna let these go because, to be quite honest, I don't know that I'm gonna buy Bernat blanket anymore. I find that I like the Premier Basics chenille a little better, the brights, I think they call it. a little better on some things. The few Bernats that I really love are like the baby blanket white and some of the baby blanket colors. They're still really soft and they're always good, but other colors I can never get a good skein now. And you know, I like the mysticals. I'll probably do that, but for the most part, a lot of these skeins, once I use them, they're gonna go, and I'm not gonna replenish with Bernat. So having the label and knowing which one it is, it's fine. This that you see here is all my extras. So not all my extras even. There's some extras in the basket down here on the shelf. These are all extras that I'm going to kind of put away. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but I was keeping extra yarn in my large Hulken bag until this order came in. But then I needed the Hulken for the market, so that's why those extras of like the ethereal stripes and stuff were in that little body bag. So that's what we're gonna do with this. I think it'll all fit. Hopefully we'll get it into the Hulken and roll it away into the corner, and it'll sit there, and then when I do have another market, I can just transfer it again. Not exactly what I hoped for, but at least the yarn is put away. I am going to get cracking on a lot of the computer work that I have to get done, and I will check back in with you guys a little later. Nope. No, she's not. Past Chris is not checking back in with you. I did have a little bit of footage from that week after that, but it was kind of babbly and I was just hectic trying to get everything ready for the shop launch. It didn't really add any value. So I figured instead I would jump on here as present day Chris and give you a quick update. So I have been working on restocking the hook keepers like crazy. Some of them I can't make yet. I'm waiting for my materials to come in from different suppliers, but I did get a little chance to crochet. So I wanted to share that with you really quickly. Alex from the Crafty Snail sent me their magic school mouse pattern, and I went ahead and made that. I knew I wanted to use my new Alize Velluto, so I used Alize Velluto for the body. This is a little bit of Bernat. This is all yarn under, 6.5 millimeter hook. And for the kind of wizard hat, I used Parfait Chunky Glitz and a 5.5 millimeter hook. I don't know if it's showing the glitz, but I added an extra row of increases here just because the yarn weight's so different. I wanted the hat to fit him a little bit wider. In her pattern, she has the scarves from the different Hogwarts houses so that you can make that, and the hat almost looks like the sorting hat, which is really cool. But I knew that I was going to be buying the wizard frog pattern, and I wanted them to kind of be consistent, so I want to have a bunch of little wizard animals maybe. So I did that in the purple, and I plan to make him a wizard cape, but I'm going to use that pattern so that they're consistent. So that's kind of the plan for this guy, but he's super cute. He works up really quickly. So if you're looking for a unique mouse pattern, it's awesome because he's different, you know, which I really love. But yeah, he worked up really quickly. No issues. The pattern's great. One thing I did differently, you know, I think she mentions like sew on, but when these are such small little chain things, I basically loop through, tie some knots and hide it. So I don't actually sew, which made it even quicker. But yeah, great pattern. I saw Robin from Knotting Hook Crochet do hers in the Hogwarts style, and those are really cute. So if you like the Hogwarts stuff, especially the one that she put the Harry Potter glasses on, it's adorable. But yeah, but I was really happy to get some time to crochet. It really, I needed it. So that was awesome. But I am ready to jump back into hook keepers so I can get those made for you. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.